Next up, fighting soccer. Let's just have a little look at this opening animation and intro. Okay, I suppose it was nice enough. It's nice to have an intro on a game sometimes. It's got some nice music, and it's our first soccer arcade conversion. And in fact, the only arcade conversion I can find. So unfortunately, I never got my conversion of World Cup 90 or a Football Champ. Though I did remember reading an article in Amstrad Action magazine that Domark, the purveyors of shit, were going to do a conversion of Football Champ. But it never saw the light of day. And thank God, because they would have made a fuck up of that, probably. Like the other arcade conversions they did. But anyway, back onto fighting soccer. It's not nice music and presentation so far, and with a name like fighting soccer, you'd think that you'll be able to do dirty fouls and punches and flying kicks like on Football Champ. But no. Alright, let's start this. And yeah, as you can see, it's a pile of fucking shit. Slow, choppy, jerky. God knows what he's doing there. He's supposed to be heading the ball. It's like he's flying into the heavens like Superman. And just look at the size of the pitch there as well, perspective. Can't seem to kick the ball. Every time he kicks the bloody ball, he does a sliding tackle. I thought it was like pressing the wrong key or something, but I've gone and found the instructions online and read them, and no, I think the only way you can kick the ball properly is if you're actually stationary. That's the only way I found in game to do it. And oh, you see the little arrow rotating around the guy there? There's two separate keys. Apparently you can rotate the arrow to like direct the ball, so you can do passes and stuff like that. So whilst you're wrestling with a joystick, you've got to be on the bloody keyboard, hitting keys to try and make passes. It's such a small playing area. It's near enough impossible. Oh, and they bloody scored. Alright, I'm sick of that already. 3 out of 10. Alright, next up is Gary Lineker's Hotshot. And dear viewers, ladies and gentlemen, we're into the murky world of official licensed games from football players. And this one's probably one of the better ones out there. This is actually the second Gary Lineker licensed football game. The first one comes alphabetically next, so we'll look at that next. But here's Hotshot, and we'll get the game started in a second. Right, here we go. Well, that looks nice and colourful. We've actually got a pitch with stripes there, so you can actually sort of get a feel of actually where, if you're progressing on the pitch, which is nice. Although I think it does make things a little bit choppy, but not as bad as some of the games. Oh, and he scored there. The goalkeeper, I don't think he even picks up the ball. I can't remember if he collects it or not. No, I think he just knocks it out when he comes near him. But so far, this is looking pretty good. Got a power meter for your kicks, which is good, and you can angle your kicks in about 8 different directions. But no swerve shots or anything like that. It's fairly decent AI. Oh, you can do headers there. Let's just move things forward here, because there's about several minutes of nothing much happening while I get to grips with the game. But yeah, there's headers and all that kind of stuff, although that you don't know if you're actually heading it or not. There's no change in the sprite. But decent sound effects and spot effects. That's nicely presented. And here's how you score. Hey, if you time it right, if you get the distance right, you're just outside the area and do a full power shot, you always lob the keeper. It's a bit of a shame in football games that you find a way to always score, and then you can just use that time and time again. Let's try a different method. Let's go in at an angle. Ah, too close in. We've hit the crossbar. Let's try again. Hit the crossbar again. You seem to end up hitting the crossbar a fair bit actually in this. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty good. I used to like that a lot as a kid, so I'll give that 7 out of 10. And the first Gary Lineker game we're on to now. Gary Lineker's Superstar Football, which came out a year earlier. And if I remember correctly, it was a load of rubbish. So what we're doing here, we just put the game speed up. Just put it on full. I don't think it actually makes any difference. I can't remember. I really just couldn't be bothered to play this game much. Alright, start the game. Looks a bit like Emlyn Hughes, but with crap sprites. I never really worked out what that little bar in the bottom middle of the screen is for. I think sends you kick when you kick the ball wherever that bar is, it sends the ball off in that direction. Just like then, took a nice shot there. The keeper saved it. So compared to some of the other games we've looked at, it's not looking that bad. But you know, you're gonna tire pretty quickly of this one. Hotshot, the last one was pretty good, especially in 2-player. Actually, I forgot to mention, and it did get re-released on budget. So if you only paid £2 for Hotshot, you've been all right. Now this is what really pisses me off. Look, throw in, and this bloody player's got to slowly get all the way up to pitch to take the flipping throw in. Anyway, let's move on. Let's see if we can get a goal. Doing the old zigzag technique there. So yeah, the AI of the players are pretty crap. And he's just booted the ball out behind him. God knows why. I can't be arsed this game. It's a bit of a mess of players as well. I mean, they're all the same sprites, which is fair enough. But like, you can't tell which player's which. Oh, there's a good goal there. God knows how I managed to do that, but hey, 4 out of 10. That's been generous. Right, Gazza's Super Soccer. Okay, ladies and gents, this, my friends, is the first game I ever took back to a shop and demanded a refund because it was shit. I remember parting with all my pocket money for this game, getting it home, being really excited by the nice box and freebies and graphics on the back, loading it up and just looking in despair at the pitiful excuse of a fucking game this was. You know what? When a game comes with all these freebies like free stickers, posters and badges or whatever, it's a warning sign that the game's going to be shit, or it's been a rush job and they're filling it with a load of crap just to make you feel less like you've been ripped off. Anyway, here's the game. It's absolutely pitiful, absolutely dreadful, and this is released in 1989 as well. Just look at the mess on the screen there. Players just sort of randomly jumping around, lurching around the pitch. Horrible, just like background white noise. It's supposed to be a crowd. Goalkeeper's fucking rubbish. Look at that. And Norwich have already scored. Oh, there's crowd noise with someone blowing their nose. So kick off again. Yeah, and that when you scroll off the side of the screen there, switches to a top-down perspective. You know what? I think I got so bored playing this, I couldn't remember if we're actually attacking the goal or defending the bloody goal. There's some kind of like meter in the middle bottom of the screen there. I don't actually know what that represents. I couldn't be arsed reading the instructions. But God, this is dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Imagine paying over £10 for this as well back in 1989 like I did. No wonder I took it back. You know what? The shop just didn't even quibble. They gave me money back straight away. They knew it was shit. The company and programmers knew it was shit. and just filled it with a load of freebies and stuff. I like how the ball hadn't gone out of play there, and it just appears straight on the 6-yard line. The goalkeeper feebly taps it out. Trying to control your players is just forget about it. It's near enough impossible. They seem to have a mind of their own. You can't seem to switch between your players, and the controls are just horrible and unresponsive. I don't remember actually even scoring this. I've had enough. 1.5 out of 10, and that's being generous. Right, I'll see you on the next part. I'll try not to swear as much, but as you can tell, this game pisses me off from now end.